Hello everyone, I'm Kathy Michelena and I'm recording from CD Art Studio at San Jose, California. And today I'm going to teach you how to do a fused glass flower stick, just like this one. I call this one the sunflower, and we are going to be working with some yellow glass and some clear glass that we're going to be putting on the bag, and then some fruit. So when you order your kit, you're going to be receiving a box like this one, and then that box is going to have a clear glass like this, and then it's going to be having some of the choice of the color of the flower that you're going to be doing. In this case, it's going to be sunflower yellow, 3 of this one, and then we are going to be getting, you're going to be getting some fruit too. So for this type of flower, basically you can do it any color that you want. We are offering right now at the studio what we call the sunflower, which is a yellow one, and we have another one that we call the margarita. So this one, yes, like the drink. So this one, we basically, it's the same technique for both of them, one in yellow and one in white. And I'm gonna guide you step by step in how to place the glass so that you get, you know, something very close to what we already made here, and but of course with your own touch. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so we have here the materials that you're going to be having in your box. The clear glass, the color glass, that it could be yellow if you choose a sunflower, or it could be white if you choose a margarita. What I usually do is I start getting all my pieces out on a paper. I use this craft paper, but you can use any white paper, any color material will be okay. Something maybe that is not yellow, or if you're working with white, maybe that is not white, so that it will be easy for you to see the pieces. And I like to sort them because I try to start working my outside with the bigger triangles. I don't know if you can see it in this one. I'm gonna do a little close-up, but the biggest sizes are actually on the outside. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna go from big to small ones, small triangles. From big triangles to small triangles. So I wanna try to zoom this for you. And I hope that you can see better how I start placing the pieces, okay? So I will use some Elmer's glue, just any glue you have at home will be fine, that is like a school glue. And you start applying a little bit at a time. We're gonna go by sections, okay? So I'm trying to scan my bigger pieces of glass. You're gonna find on these glass, some of those have textures. The white one has less texture than the yellow one, but it doesn't really matter what size you choose to work. At the end, you will not see the difference. So section by section, again, a little bit of glue, not too much, but enough for the piece to hold himself. If you put too little in this one, in this project, then because the triangles are kind of heavy, they might just not hold the piece. So it's starting to look a little bit like a sun. And I like when I'm working with my glass, maybe just put some nice and relaxing music and just enjoy the process. This is step by step. It's not really, we don't want to rush it. We want to just take the time to do and put each of the pieces where we want to put it. So like this, we are almost completing the first layer of the flower. So some interesting fact that I can share with you is that we get our glass in very big sheets of glass. They're big, like the size of maybe 12 by 12, or some of them are 12 inches by 24. Some of them they're 24 by 36. So they're pretty big pieces of glass, the ones that we get. And from there, oh, I'm going to interrupt my conversation with you. So if you see here, these are, if you put it like this, it's just going to be making a triangle, and I don't want that effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my glass, and I'm going to make sure that they're opposite. That way they don't look like they belong to a triangle. Okay, so I was telling you that we get these big sheets of glass, and from those sheets we cut like some smaller squares like this one, and then from those squares we do lines and we cut them, and from those lines we do these triangles. So every single piece that you're gonna get, it is cut by hand here at the studio. Either me or Stacy or even CD will be cutting the glass for you. So it's a lot of time and hours that goes into creating this project. Eventually we want to offer these classes for the public to cut their own glass, their own shapes, and make their own shapes and make their own designs. But right now this is a very good beginning, especially if you are starting to work with glass. I find with my students that when they do things in a way that it just comes naturally easy, they just enjoy the process, and in the process you learn to challenge yourself and take it to another level every time. So as you see, I start my second line, and I basically am overlapping some of the glass in between the first line of glass. So you might have to move your glass around a little bit. Just be patient with the process and enjoy it. Another reason why I like to put my glass or spread it around is because it gave me an idea of the right size of glass that I'm gonna need when I have to fill in spaces that are limited. So I'm able to see, oh, this one is gonna be probably too big for this space, so I'll choose another one. So this is gonna be my third layer of glue, and therefore glass. I usually just put it to the outside and I bring my glue to the inside like this. these are perfect for, you know, gifts, for Mother's Day, we thought about it, teacher appreciation, even a little detail that you want to give to your neighbors or friends or family. They're very nice. They look very, very pretty in the garden. You want to make sure that you let your project dry properly. Right now, if I will try to move this one around, it will just shift all the pieces. So just make sure that you allow yourself to, you know, enjoy the process, but let it dry. Don't move it until they don't move anymore. Usually take me, you know, 3 hours, but I like to do my pieces and then put it in the kiln 24 hours later, just to make sure that they are, you know, place it well and tacked well together so that they don't move during the fusing process. Okay, we are about to finish. So what I do usually is I try to look from above, a little bit of a distance, to make sure that my center, where I'm gonna be putting my frit, it is actually centered in the right place. So I try to get any glass that is out, that doesn't belong to the main project, so that it helps me to have a good picture. And then this frit is crushed glass. You're gonna be using this like it's almost glitter, and you're just gonna apply it carefully, making sure that it doesn't go in between your glass. I mean, I'm talking about the solid glass. If you start going around, then you have it all over the place. And if that is your choice, it's fine. You know, if you decide to just put it all around, that's good. It's gonna hold too. You can make your own design. But for this one that we did here, we actually only put frit in the center. Okay, here we go. And like that, we finish our first sunflower. I hope you enjoy it. Hi again. So now that our project is complete, you have to wait that it dries completely until you bring it to the studio. If you wait 24 hours about is what I usually try to do before I move it, to make sure that the pieces that I put in place doesn't move around. And once you bring it to the studio, we put it in the kiln. It usually takes 1 week for the project to get it back, and so just drop it at the studio with your name and phone number, and then we'll give you a call once it's ready. Thank you so much for choosing to work with City Art Studio, for ordering our kits. We are very happy to have your support, and we are always updating our website with new content and the new projects that are coming. So please keep checking, and I hope to see you again very soon. Okay? Have a nice one. Bye bye, guys.